Hi, would you mind introducing yourself and telling us what your job position is?
I'd love to. Hi, I'm Joyce Bone. I am the host of Bone Up on Business on Biz 1190 AM, which is Atlanta's only all-business radio station. And I'm also an author and a speaker. And my book is called Millionaire Moms, The Art of Raising a Business and a Family at the Same Time.
What is your book about?
It is designed to help women that want to pursue a family and a career simultaneously do each well. So it's about motivation, it's about business advice, it's about overcoming fear, overcoming obstacles, and I have 35 different millionaire moms in the book giving their best advice on how to take your business to the next level.
So what do you do on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I have an assistant who works with me, and we spend about 20 hours a week booking our guests and making sure that our blogs are up to date, our social media is ready, and that everybody is geared up to go for each week's episode. So I spend a good deal of time doing that. I also spend time talking to meeting planners and other people that can hire me for speaking, and sometimes I do interviews. I'm in Women's Day magazine this month in the June edition, so I'll do interviews about my book or attend a live event as a speaker, that kind of stuff.
When you give public speeches, who's your audience and what kind of material do you speak about?
Well, that's a great question. I speak to a variety of people. I speak to corporate people. I was hired to do the keynote speech for Women in Financial Services. So that is a group of professionals that are part entrepreneur, part corporate, because they all work for companies like MetLife and other large insurance companies. So it really depends on who hires me. My niche is women, as well as I work a lot with financial services and banks because they work with entrepreneurs, so they're interested in hearing my perspective. So it just really depends. But I've also spoken for men's groups, chambers of commerce, all kinds of people, but primarily those are my target markets.
What skills did you learn on the job, and what skills did you bring to the table?
What I learned on the job is once you start doing something, you really kind of learn the ins and outs. When I became a public speaker, I was scared to death at first, and over time I've learned what resonates with people when they have somebody in front of them for 45 minutes to speak. So I've learned how to create hooks in my talks in order to get people emotionally involved and to be a good storyteller. What did I bring? I brought natural enthusiasm for communicating with others and a love of connecting and helping people get to the next level.
What do you enjoy most about your job?
Well, you kind of get to be a rock star because you show up and you're the speaker or you're the radio show host, so everybody's always really nice to you, so that's kind of cool. And people want to talk to you afterwards, and it's a great way to generate other business opportunities because you're there as the expert, so you don't have to promote what other businesses you might be involved in. People just naturally seek you out. So it's just a lot of fun, and it's different every time, and you get to travel and go to different places and stay in nice hotels. So there's nothing I don't like about it.
What is the most difficult task in your job?
Well, the preparation that goes into, say, a speech is considerable. So people think, oh, you got paid that much money for 45 minutes? Wow, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But there's a lot of work that goes into creating the perfect speech for a group that's paying you significant money. That and just travel kind of has wear and tear on you after a while.
How do you think technology is changing the future of this industry?
Oh my gosh, it's totally changed everything, I would say. Social media is huge, as everybody already knows, but it's actually a very good marketing tool for anybody in mass communication because you're able to reach exponential amounts of people. So I would say it'll continue to change as much or more as it has in recent times. I know that in my marketing pursuits I use a lot of video rather than written words, so that's a big change as well.
What schooling is necessary for this career?
Schooling, I have a communications degree that I got from Kennesaw State University, and so I was a communications major and a marketing minor, and I would say that's a good matchup for that skill set, because really a lot of business is marketing.
What inspired you to have a career in this field?
Well, if you want the God's honest truth, I really did not like math, so I thought, well, what am I good at that doesn't have a lot of math? And I've always been good at running my mouth, and I like to talk, I like to interact with people, and I thought I have found my perfect degree when I figured out communications.
How would you describe your work style?
My work style is direct, it's friendly. My assistant says he loves working with me. He's learned more from me in the short time that we've been together, about 6 or 8 months, than he's had his whole career, and he's 29 years old. So I like being able to help people grow, and I think that's a gift that I have.
Can you leave us with a few tips or suggestions for anyone wanting to go into a mass communication position such as yours?
My tip would be to network, because in any job that you go into in life, it's really about the people that you know and how they can help place you in different positions. It's really important that you have connections with people, and since you all are young and you're watching this and you're going out into your career paths, I would suggest that if you want to get to know somebody that you think could help you get to the next level, that you just don't go up to them and say, I need a mentor, that you approach them with some offering of your own. You know, maybe volunteer to help them through some interning activity, or volunteer, find out what their favorite charity is and get involved that way. But it's really, really important that I call it my circle of 5, where you pick out 5 people that will have the most influence in your career, and really get to know them and be a friend to them and be an asset to them. And that's how you start developing your network. It's not just go to a networking event, change cards, and that's it. Just always be on the lookout on ways that you can help others, whether that's to make another connection that has no benefit to yourself. Ultimately, that'll come back around as well. So my suggestion would be to get well networked.
Well, thank you so much. You were a pleasure to interview.
Well, thank you, Kathryn. It was fun, and I wish everybody the best of luck.